Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Notes from the Sewing Room. My name's Becky. If you are new here, thank you for joining me today, and welcome back if you are already a subscriber. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, my channel is basically all about sewing. I've got lots of different videos on my channel which I'd love you to check out, of course after you've watched today's video. And if you'd love to subscribe, I would really like that. And of course, please do press that bell icon to make sure you see all of my latest content. So today's video is all about fabric. I'm bringing you a fabric haul video today. I've got quite a few bits and pieces to show you, so let's get to it. First of all, for those of you who are interested in what I'm wearing today, this is one of my latest dress projects. I'm not quite sure why I'm putting my arms up like this, although you can see the grown on sleeves, I suppose, like that. This is the utility dress by Simple Sew Patterns. It's not really something that I would ordinarily choose, but it's quite nice to pick patterns sometimes, I think, that are a little bit out of your comfort zone in terms of your style, just to see if they work for you or not. And actually, looking in the camera there, I can see that I look a little bit blown around and my face looks slightly pink. And that's because we have just come back from a dog walk. And I've been pushing the pram around all the streets and stuff, and it's quite blowy and cold outside, so I've been wrapped up nice and warm, and now I'm back inside, and to be honest, I am a little bit on the flush side because we're back. So, but anyway, I just thought I'd jump on and show you what I've got in terms of my new fabrics that have come in the post. So I've got some fabrics here which I'm planning on making stuff for myself, and then I've also got some fabrics that I am planning to make for other people. The first fabric that I wanted to show you today is a cotton jersey fabric, and I picked this up from Guthrie & Garney. I basically saw this in their newsletter and I just thought that is right up my street. I've got to have that, even though I kind of said to myself I'm only going to be using stuff from my fabric stash at the moment. I was just completely swayed when I saw the pictures of this fabric, so I just had to go for it. Oh, I've actually just realised that you can see Pin Dog's tail here in the camera. So this is Pin Dog, if you've not seen him before. He's where I keep all of my pins. So I'll just move him out of the way. It looks a bit strange just seeing his little tail pop up there. So this fabric that I got from Guthrie & Garney is a lovely red colourway. So I'm just going to hold this up so you can see it a little bit more. And it's got a beautiful stretch to it, actually in both directions. And I've picked up 1 metre of this lovely cotton. It has got a bit of a drape to it as well, which is nice. And I was thinking this might work really well for a Friday Pattern Company square neck top. And recently here on YouTube on my community tab, I posted to say, what kind of sew along would you like to see on my channel? And I gave a few different options. And the two that came up as the most popular were the Friday Pattern Company square neck top and also the Vera top by Forget Me Not Patterns. And at the time that I'm filming this video, I think the square neck top is winning. So hopefully I shall be using this for the square neck top either as a sew along, or if the Vera top wins, then perhaps I'll still use this for a square neck top anyway, because I really do want to make that pattern again. I've already made the square neck top as a woven, but the good thing about that pattern is that you can also make it in a jersey fabric. So I think that would be really fun to try. Although I must remember when I make the pattern this next time to lengthen it a little bit, because I did find that for me, as someone who's quite tall, I'm 5'10", it did come up quite short, and it kind of literally just comes to the top of a high-waisted skirt for me. And I can tuck it in, but it always pops out. So I do really like the top that I've made. I made it just before Valentine's Day, but you know, it's kind of food for thought for me for next time. I will lengthen it, and I think I will probably feel a little bit more comfortable in it. But I really like this fabric anyway. It's a really nice quality. It's washed really well. And yeah, I love anything red, to be honest. And I like that this has got the kind of dashes on there rather than spots, because I often buy spotty fabrics. This is slightly different for me. So yeah, I really do like that one. Not sure if they've still got it in stock or not. If they have, I will try and link it below. By the way, all of the different shops and bits and pieces of information, patterns and whatnot that I'm talking about today, I will try and link all of them in the description box below if you're interested. The next fabric that I wanted to show you is a fabric that I've picked up from Crafty So and So, and I always love the fabrics actually that I buy from Crafty So and So. They've got a great selection on their website. So if you are unfamiliar with Crafty So and So, I would recommend that you check those out. I was watching This Morning, which if you are outside the UK, it's basically a morning kind of chat show. One of the good things I guess about being on maternity leave is that I do get to watch a little bit more TV than I would ordinarily watch, but I am quite a TV addict anyway. I do enjoy watching anything, to be honest, generally. But anyway, they were talking about on there that one of the colours of the next season is hot pink, which is really good for me because I love pink. I love hot pink. It's definitely one of my favourite colours. So having that as a fabric, I just thought, wow, that would be amazing. And I managed to find some on the Crafty So and So website. So this is actually a Ponte fabric, but it's not a thick Ponte, because you know sometimes Ponte can be quite heavyweight and a little bit, well, obviously more structured than a drapey knit fabric, but maybe just a little bit too weighty in some cases for me. So anyway, this is a Ponte, and as you can see, it's hot pink. And the nice thing is that it's got quite a good amount of stretch to it. Just hold it up so you can see the colour a little bit better. But yeah, it's got quite a nice drape to it, as you can see. So I've picked up, I can't remember actually if I got 2.5 metres or 3 metres of this, but I was thinking that I could use this for a jumper that I'm testing actually for Crafty So and So. So I can't tell you too much about that at the moment, although hopefully I'll be able to show it to you in my March Makes video. But actually, I was thinking this could make a really gorgeous dress, and I'm taking part in a challenge at the moment, which you may have seen over on Instagram, called Frugal Frocks 2021, hashtag Frugal Frocks 2021, and it's being run by the Yorkshire Showgirl and also Frugalissima. And it's really made me think about kind of using free patterns. And I've actually really enjoyed kind of the whole research process of looking for things. And hopefully I've decided now what I'm going to do. I'm not going to tell you too much about that now. I have actually recorded a video on the different fabrics that I've considered and also the different patterns that I've considered. So you can find that video on my YouTube channel if you'd like to check that one out. But I've actually found another free pattern that I could potentially use this fabric for. So one of the things that I thought I might start to do on my weekend videos is to actually bring you one free pattern of some sort. That could be a dress pattern, top pattern, dog coat pattern, I don't know, anything basically, just because like I said, I've really enjoyed kind of the whole process of looking for free stuff, so free patterns of all different kinds. And I just thought if I could maybe share a little bit of that with you, then that might be something that you're interested in and you might enjoy. So do leave me a comment below if that's something that you would like. So the dress pattern that I was actually thinking of doing with this, and this is not for Frugal Frocks, because the idea of the Frugal Frocks challenge is that you use a fabric from your stash. So that's definitely what I'm going to do. But I wanted to make another dress because I'm a big dress lover. So I'm just going to have a little look at my iPad here so I remember the name of the one that I'm thinking of. I am going to put some little footage or picture on the screen so you can actually see what this is. But it's called the Valley Knit Skater Dress and Top. It's a PDF pattern and it's free, and it's from Sinclair Patterns. And to be honest, it's right up my street. I love any kind of skater dress. And this one comes with a number of different sleeve options. And one of them is a short sleeve, a 3/4 length arm sleeve, or some lovely sleeve detailing as well. I will try and put the picture in of the beautiful sleeve detailing, but it's kind of like a poofy type of sleeve, which is edged with a cuff as well. And I just think it looks really, really nice. And it just really caught my attention when I found it online. I really like the skirt detailing also on this pattern because it's got some beautiful pleat detailing in. But there is a few different options in terms of the skirts, I believe, that come with this pattern. And another option is a half circle skirt as well, which to be honest, I think I would also like to make. But you know what it's like. I don't know about you, but my sewing list is getting longer and longer and longer in terms of the things that I want to do. But I think I'm going to download this pattern, print it off, and then possibly go with the pleated version, depending on how much this fabric I've actually got left after doing the jumper project that I'm planning on making. But I think this dress looks really versatile, that could be worn for lots of different occasions. And I'm mainly doing things, obviously at the moment it's the same as everyone, that's really casual. I'm kind of potentially going to the supermarket, walking around the streets, going to the park, that sort of stuff. But I think, why can't I dress up and why can't I feel a little bit special even if I am staying in the house? And hopefully, fingers crossed, we are soon going to be you know, doing a little bit more things hopefully and seeing some friends and that kind of thing. So I'd love to wear a new dress when we actually get a chance to do that. The next fabric that I wanted to share with you is a beautiful viscose fabric. I also bought this from Crafty So and So. This is actually a remnant that I managed to find, and I've only got 1 metre of this, but it's a really lightweight viscose fabric and it's got a beautiful print on it. As you can see, it's animal print, and again, it's hot pink, which I really, really like. So I'm just going to hold this up so you can see it. As you can see, it's got a beautiful drape to it, and I think it could make a beautiful top. If you've got any ideas of what I could actually make with this beautiful viscose, then do leave me a comment below and give me some ideas, because I'm really not sure. I don't think it would work well for something like the Friday Pattern Company square neck top because it's not got enough structure. I was maybe thinking of something that's got a kind of lovely sleeve option, some kind of floaty sleeve, but I'm not sure because I've only got the 1 metre. So if you've got any ideas, then I'd love to hear what they are, and hopefully it might give me a little bit of inspiration of what I could use this for. But I really, really like it, and I think it's going to be good to just brighten up any of my outfits going into spring and summer. And to be honest, I tend to wear t-shirt patterns all year round, or patterns, shall I say, t-shirts all year round, and I just wear them up under a cardigan or a jumper or a dress or whatever. So but I really like this, and anything that's bright just tends to make me feel really cheerful and happy. So yeah, but I really like that. I'm really happy with it, and there's probably quite a lot of different options that I could use for this. So do let me know what you think anyway, and hopefully I'll be able to find some ideas soon and get something made up. The next fabric that I wanted to share with you is actually something that I'm planning on using to make something for my husband. So my husband's birthday is coming up at the end of this week. So I've really not got very long. So I've actually cut out a couple of projects for him already, but I wanted to share the fabrics with you. So the first one is actually a t-shirt project. So I've made a few different t-shirts for him before. He doesn't tend to like any fabrics that are too busy, you know, like too patterned or anything like that. So I've gone for 2 pretty plain fabrics. So hopefully he's really going to like these. And I've tried to choose colours that actually will fit in with other stuff that he wears. He doesn't tend to like anything that's too bright and too bold and too fussy. So the first one is a beautiful blue fabric. So I bought this from Material Girl Fabrics. So you can find them on Facebook, and they're based in Nottinghamshire. So I guess if you just search for Material Girl Fabrics in Nottinghamshire, you should be able to find them, and they do post out, which is really good. So this is a beautiful quality cotton jersey. I've had a couple of cotton jersey from them before, so perhaps if you've watched any of my other fabric haul videos, you may have seen some of the fabrics that I've had. I did make Neil, my husband, a lovely t-shirt at Christmas time from the British Sewing Bee book, or one of the British Sewing Bee books, and that was made in a beautiful mustard fabric, a bit of a similar colour to our chair actually in the background there, where you can see my Labrador sitting. But yeah, so this is the fabric that I've chosen. I've just got an offcut here, but it's got quite a nice stretch to it, as well as being quite a structured fabric. But I think this is really nice, and I think hopefully my husband's really going to like it. And in terms of the pattern that I've chosen, I wanted to do something different because I've made him the t-shirt pattern from the Great British Sewing Bee book a few times, and I've also made him a couple of jumpers from this Gerda pattern here. So this is the 6718 pattern. If I just hold that up there, you'll be able to see it. So he really likes this jumper here, but I just thought, you know what? I've made this quite a few times, and it'd be nice to do something different, but equally something that he's really going to like. So yeah, I decided that I'm going to make him 2 things for his birthday. I'm going to make him a round neck jumper, but I'm also going to make him a t-shirt. So this lovely blue fabric here is going to be the t-shirt. And I picked up a new pattern to try this. So this is the Mimi G Style 8613 pattern. It comes in sizes extra small to extra large, and it's part of the Simplicity pattern group. So I'm just going to hold that up there. It's a lovely pattern. I like that there's 3 different options in here. So you've got this one with the lovely round neck, and you could choose obviously different colourways of fabrics there. That could look really smart. There's this one which has got a lovely button placket detail down the front, and then there's this one here which has got a lovely different neckline option, which is a V-neck. So I thought it would be nice to try the t-shirt. So I've actually decided to kind of mix and match two of the different versions, because version A is the t-shirt and version C has got the longer sleeves. So what I decided to do was I'm going to use version C's bodice, so that the main part of the body. Then I'm going to use the sleeves from version A, and then also the neckline from version C to basically make him a lovely round neck t-shirt. I'm not sure of the exact fit, and my husband actually falls in between two different sizes on here, the medium and the large. So looking at the finished garment measurements on here, the chest measurement for a small is 33 inches and the extra large is a 49-inch chest. So he actually really falls between the 41 and the 45, which is the medium and the large. So I decided to actually go ahead, and because it's a stretch fabric and I think it's designed to be fairly fitted looking at the pattern pack, so I've actually opted to go for the medium, and I'm hoping that it's going to be okay. I've reduced, or I'm going to reduce the seam allowance, so hopefully that will make a little bit of a difference when it comes to making the t-shirt. But I think hopefully this is really going to fit in with him, and he can wear it to exercise, he can wear it to, you know, layer under his shirts and that kind of thing. And I just absolutely love it when he wears something that I've made. And going on experience, the things that he likes to wear most of things that I've made are jumpers or t-shirts or pyjama bottoms. I did want to try and make him a tie, which I thought was really good, and he's only worn it about once, so I'm not going to bother with doing that again, but hopefully he's really going to like that. So, but I really like this fabric, so I hope you don't mind me showing you an offcut, but I just wanted to share the fabric with you. I've had to get them cut out because, like I say, his birthday's only in a few days, and I tend to fit in my sewing time kind of 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there, and I just really needed to get them cut out when I've got a little bit of spare time at the weekend. So yeah, but that's that one. So hopefully, fingers crossed, he's going to love it. I'm sure he will. Who doesn't love a handmade present? I know I love to receive anything handmade, whether it's a card or something that's sewn, or one of my lovely friends often makes me things that are cross-stitched. She made baby William, my son, a lovely cross-stitched picture, which I've not shown that to you. I should bring that into one of my future videos. It's a lovely elephant with balloons. It's really, really nice. So we've got that up on the wall in William's room. But yeah, so that's the blue one anyway. I'm kind of going off the subject here a little. So the next fabric that I wanted to show you is, again, something that I've picked up for Neil, my husband's birthday. And this is from Sew Me Sunshine, and it's a Cozy Colours jersey sweatshirt fabric. So I'll hold this up. So you've probably seen these Cozy Colours fabrics around. It's got stretch, but not loads and loads, which works perfectly, I think, for a sweatshirt. The thing that I like about this fabric is, this is kind of a bottle green colour. However, it's not boring because it's got little flecks of other colours in there, which I thought was a way of kind of bringing a little bit of a splash of colour to Neil's wardrobe without completely going over the top. I once had one of these Cozy Colours jerseys myself to make a Linden jumper, which you may have seen. I did record a video recently of my Linden jumper collection, and that was the orange version that was included in that. If you've seen that video or you want to check that out, I'll try and remember to link that one below or above. But yeah, so I think this is going to work really, really well for a lovely sweatshirt pattern. Now, as I said, he really likes this birder pattern that I've made before, but I thought he's got a few hoodies, so I wanted to do just a plain round neck version. So again, I'm going to use this pattern that I'm using for the t-shirt, the Mimi G style pattern. And rather than doing the 3/4 length arm, because I want to make it more of a sweatshirt, literally what I'm going to do is merge these two different patterns. So I'm going to have a look at the 3/4 length sleeve here, and then I'm going to have a look at the sleeve from the birder pattern pack and almost try and merge the two. So I need to extend the sleeve length a little bit on the Mimi G style pattern, but I also want to add on a cuff which comes in the birder pattern pack, and I'll also need to have a look at the length of the main bodice on this pattern, because I want to add a hemband. So I guess I'm probably going to have to reduce the length of the simplicity pattern so that I can actually get the hemband on there, and it's not going to be too long and look a little bit silly. So I'll let you know how I get on with that in one of my future videos, but I think merging these two could hopefully make Neil's perfect jumper, but I don't know, we'll wait and see. In terms of the size that I'm going to do for the sweatshirt, because I'm using a jersey fabric that's not got as much stretch in it. And of course, with a sweatshirt, you tend to want to have a little bit more room so you can get a shirt or a t-shirt underneath it. So I'm going to make the size large for that one, which is the 45-inch chest measurement. And I'm going to reduce the seam allowance to 1 centimetre rather than 1.5 centimetres. Just again, so I've got that little bit of extra room in there. And I guess if I do find that it's too big for him, I could always make it slightly smaller. But it's one of those things where I can't really sort of say, is this going to be right? Is that going to be right? I'm literally going to have a look at some of his other jumper patterns that either I've made for him before, jumpers, should I say, not patterns, that I've made for him before, or perhaps some of his ready to wear ones, and just kind of guesstimate the size from that, because I don't really want to let on that these are plans that I've got for his birthday. So but anyway, hopefully he's going to really like this pattern and the fabric that I've chosen. So hopefully, I think I said this was from Sew Me Sunshine, and they did have this in stock when I bought it in quite a few different colourways. So if they have still got this in stock, then I will link that below as well. So yeah, hopefully you like that. If you have used any of these Cozy Colours jerseys, I'd love to you know, hear what you made with them, because they are really nice quality. Again, this is washed really well, and as you can see, I've already cut this out because this is just a little off cut that I've got, but I bought 2 meters of that, so hopefully it's going to work really well for this project. The final fabric that I wanted to share with you today is the fabric that I've decided to use for my hashtag Frugal Frocks 2021 challenge. So this is not a new fabric that I've bought. This is a fabric from my stash that I've had literally for ages, but I feel like I'm being a little bit brave because I'm going to be cutting into this fabric, because you know what it's like, you pick up a fabric, you really like it, you're not sure what you're going to use it for, but you feel like it's got to be that perfect project, the one that you know you're really going to enjoy making and wearing and all of that. So we've actually got a wedding to go to, hopefully this year, that's been rearranged about 3 times because of, you know, the situation that we've been going through. So I'm hoping that this might actually be a dress that I can wear for that really special occasion. And if not, I'm just going to wear it whenever, because I think it's going to be really nice. I'm not going to tell you which pattern I'm going to go for because I want that to be a surprise. I'm going to be revealing the outfit that I've made on the 31st of March, the same with everybody else who's taking part in the Frugal Frocks challenge. If you are unfamiliar with the challenge, then just have a look at the hashtag Frugal Frocks 2021 over on Instagram, and I'm sure you'll get lots of ideas and inspiration from other people that are taking part as well. But the fabric that I've decided to use actually is one that I also saw on Andrea's video from Beyond the Pink Door, which is complete coincidence, because I think Andrea filmed her video the day before mine or something. It kind of went up on YouTube the day before mine, and I'd already filmed my video, so it was really surprising to kind of see that we've got similar ideas in terms of fabric choices and also the patterns that we were thinking of making. But I am going to use this beautiful lemon fabric for my project, and it's a cotton sateen fabric. I can't quite remember where I bought this from. I know they had it at Sew Over It and a few other shops, but I really struggled to find this fabric. I've seen it kind of kicking about on Instagram, and loads of people had kind of got it and made beautiful things in it. And you know, you really want something, you just kind of searching online, and eventually you find it. So I was like, oh gosh, how much fabric do I order? So I actually just went for 2 meters, I think, although I've not measured it, and like I said, I've had it in my stash for quite a while. I might have 2.5 meters. But I think it's going to make a really nice dress project anyway, and I'm really looking forward to making it up and hopefully showing it to you on another video in the future, probably in March, and also showing you my pictures of it on Instagram as well on the 31st. So but wish me luck kind of cutting into it, because like I said, I love this fabric and I'm really kind of worried about using it, even though I make loads of different clothes. You know, when you've got something that you really like, I'm just like, oh, hopefully it's going to go okay. But yeah, I really like this. If you've used some of this fabric, or you know, you've got a dress that you love to make maybe again and again in a cotton sateen, then do let me know. But as part of the challenge, we've got to use a free pattern. So I've got a few different free options, but I think I've decided now which one I'm going to choose. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting on with that one. So it's really nice quality fabric, and I just love the bold lemon print on it. It's just really eye-catching, and I really like that it's got these little flower details on there as well. So yeah, it's going to make a really lovely dress. I hope you've enjoyed watching my video today and seeing some of my recent fabric buys. If you have enjoyed watching today, I would love it if you could press that like button, leave me a comment below, and press that notification bell and subscribe so you can see all of my future videos. Thank you so much for watching today. It really means a lot to me, you kind of checking out my videos time after time, and I really enjoy making them, so hopefully you enjoy watching them as well. But until next time, I'll leave it there. Thanks so much for tuning in today, and I'll see you soon.